Mission Trails Park is what San Diego used to be. Its 5,800 acres of mountains and river valley let people imagine a countryside that is untouched by modern life. And now Mission Trails will add another piece of wilderness in the city of San Diego. Matt Sanford is the senior park ranger for Mission Trails.
It's been really untouched for a long time, but as I said, a really well-preserved, nice section of open space land out here.
The land he's talking about is about 1,300 acres of now privately owned land. It's just north of an undeveloped part of Miramar Air Station and east of I-15. The site has been equipped with a parking lot and 6 miles of hiking trails. In the coming few months, it will become city property and part of Mission Trails Park. One thing you need to know about these 1,300 acres is this new part of Mission Trails is not contiguous with the existing park. In fact, there's about 10 miles that separate the park from this area. So how are people even going to know it's Mission Trails?
We're going to put a big sign up that's going to say it's Mission Trails.
Dorothy Leonard is a former San Diego planning commissioner who has been called the mother of Mission Trails for her decades of work acquiring the parkland.
It's close to downtown. It's a people's park. It was started by citizens like myself working with elected officials.
Leonard says Mission Trails Park began with the city's purchase of Coles Mountain in 1974. Later, the city added the Mission Gorge area where the San Diego River flows and Lake Murray and its surroundings. The Miramar Air Station is nearby, and sometimes you hear their aircraft flying overhead. These grasslands, which are part of Mission Trails, used to be military land. They called it Camp Elliott. In fact, sometimes they still search these lands for unexploded shells. Acquiring land from the U.S. military is just one of the ways Mission Trails Park has been cobbled together over the years. The history of Mission Trails includes a multitude of deals cut with the neighboring civilization. The acres being added next year are walking distance from a new development called Stonebridge Estates. Not surprising, since the city is getting the new parkland from the developer in return for allowing the housing to be built. Jim Madaffer represented the Mission Trails area on the city council during the past decade. That's when developer Corky McMillan wanted to start building homes.
And I thought, why don't we figure out a way that we could allow McMillan to do what they want to do in providing future housing for new residents or people that want to move up in San Diego, and at the same time be able to add to our open space.
And as the city plans to add those northern acres next year, it's also planning to add another 2,800 acres just north of the existing park. But doing that depends on dealing with a landfill. The Sycamore landfill, owned by Republic Services, is in the center of that additional block of open space across Route 52. Landfill manager Neil Mohr says his company has already donated 200 acres to Mission Trails Park, and in about 30 years, the landfill will be closed, and he hopes become part of the park as well.
Well, we're really working toward a closure plan, and we're trying to blend it in with the surrounding hills, and then we'll revegetate it. So when we're ultimately finished, we'd like to be available for the hiking trail to come from maybe right where we are here and then connect down and on top of the landfill and see it as a network adding to Mission Trails Regional Park.
For now, Ranger Matt Sanford and his staff have to think about eradicating non-native plants and maintaining trails on the new property. Jim Madaffer says San Diegans should remember that expanding open space comes at a cost.
You could always say, well, God's taken care of it just fine all these years, but at the end of the day, you got to keep people from off-roading in it. You've got to keep signs up. You've got to protect the public. Let them know about rattlesnakes. Let them know about unexploded ordnance. Let them know about things that might be issues within a particular area that they're in the park.
San Diego was recently ranked in the top 10 among American city park systems, mainly because of its impressive acreage. Mission Trails is the city's biggest park, so you have to say it's helped put San Diego parks on the map. Tom Fudge, KPBS News.